everybody. So I'm back with another video, obviously. So as I said in my last video, I am reading the book, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhiani, and I want to talk about happiness today. So in chapter 7, it talks about something called discipline. I don't know why I say that funny every time in my head, but it's called discipline, and that is bliss discipline. And he tells a story about his wife who asked a question of the Dalai Lama. And her question was, how is it possible to be happy when seeing so much misery and tragedy every day? And the Dalai Lama simply asked her this question: how can you help if you're unhappy? When I read this, it really hit with me. It seems like such a common concept, but for me it was like profound because it just, I don't know, it literally gave me chills. I grew up in a religious home, and part of my upbringing, or at least my understanding of what I was being taught, was that being happy was not the goal. It wasn't a good goal. It was okay. It wasn't like a sin to be happy, but it's not something that you should just expect to be just what everyone understands as being happy. If you pursued happiness, then it was like you're going to end up being unhappy instead of being happy. You're going to waste your life, and your life isn't going to turn out very well, because happiness was associated with living your life based on your emotions and making decisions emotionally as opposed to logically or spiritually. So you pursue happiness in your life and you're gonna fuck up your life. So in addition to that, I've often felt guilty anytime I was happy, because there's so, just like his wife expressed, there's so many people in the world who are going through horrible lives. They're dealing with poverty and starvation, and you have kids who are starving that don't even make it till their 10th birthday because they don't have food and things like that. You also have people who are being persecuted for their beliefs. You have women who are persecuted simply for being women. So when you look at all those things, it does, it can affect you to think, man, how is it okay for me to be happy? How is it moral even for me to have a good life, pursue a good life, pursue happiness when this is going on in the world? So I really identified with that in the book as well. So something that I have been doing is, because I'm learning from this book and from living my life in a different way than how I was raised, I am learning that happiness is not only a good thing, but happiness is vital to making a positive impact on the world. If you're not happy, just like the Dalai Lama said, you can't help anyone if you're not happy. If you're miserable, if you're empty as a person, nothing to give anybody else. It's storming, so sorry. So in light of that, I am purposely thinking and making lists of things that make me happy. And it can be really, really super practical things that some might feel are boring, but like having a clean house makes me happy. Like when I wake up in the morning and my kitchen is clean, for example, that makes me happy. Do I feel like cleaning the kitchen every night before I go to bed? No, I don't. But when I do that, then I wake up the next morning, and that's something that makes me happy, and it's a really good way to start my morning with happiness. Or it could also be things that have a bigger impact on your life. If you can find things to do, like a purpose that makes you happy, whether that be your career or a side hustle or just how you want to be as a person, things that fulfill you and make you happy, those are the things that I am looking for in my life, that I can purposely and intentionally make sure is part of my daily life to foster an ongoing happiness. And of course, shit happens, life isn't perfect, things go wrong sometimes, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put myself in a position where I have filled my life daily with these things that make me happy, so that when things go to hell, I'm not so empty already that I'm just like taken down by it and I go backwards as a person, I go backwards in my life. So that's something that I feel like it's so important. So that's something that I'm doing, and that's something that I got out of just that little tiny bit from the book, um, as well as this book. This book has so many practical things that you can like lists of questions to ask yourself, or ways to explore yourself, your beliefs, your perspectives, to where it shows you who you really are. It shows you an accurate picture of where you're at in your life, what things may need to be addressed or changed, ways that you can make your life better. And so I have just so enjoyed this book because of those reasons. The other thing that's cool about it is, which I think I shared in my other video, but he tells stories that make me see how fluid life is. How things that we feel like are concrete truths or concrete reality may not be. It's good to question the status quo. It's good to question absolutely everything. You, even after questioning absolutely everything, certain things you may question those things, think through those things, challenge those things, and come back to exactly where you started thinking and believing this particular thing. But even in doing that, you're more solid in what you believe. And then it is cool to see where you hold so hard onto certain belief systems and realize that those belief systems are not concrete, and you can question them, and sometimes those are the very things that are holding you back as a person and holding you back in your success of being a person, let alone all the different areas you can be successful in your life in. So that's something I'm really enjoying about this book, and it's made such a difference in my life. And I think I'm like halfway through it, something like that, maybe a little more. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that today. I don't know if other people struggle with happiness. I don't know. I think it probably is something that on different levels we all struggle with. And I really encourage you to get this book, to think about the different areas in your life that you can challenge and that you can grow as a person. This is something that has become really important to me, and I feel like it's going to eventually be kind of part of my path and my purpose, is in light of everything that I have learned, through everything I've been through what I've read, through what I've been exposed to, through networking with other people and having human connection. All those things I feel like have allowed me to have things that I can help, ways I can help other people to get to the same point or go through the same kind of process in their life, to find happiness and success. And like when I say success, I'm not one of those people who have this concrete idea of what success is. It's not basically living like a celebrity where you have all the money that you want and everything that you want. That could be it. But the success to me is knowing who you are at your core, being in tune with yourself, with your your knowing or your frequency, the thing that tells you who you are and what you should be doing. Like, that is success to me. And I think material things and money and career, getting to certain points in your career or whatever, flows out of that success that I just described. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that today. And again, I'm reading the book, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhiani. Pick yourself up a copy, read it. I think you'll really enjoy it.